Welcome student on another video lecture. Today's topic is organic farming. Organic farming is a method of agriculture production which avoids the use of synthetic product like fertilizers, pesticide, growth regulators and livestock feed additives. So in this method there is complete avoidance of fertilizers or chemically prepared pesticides or insecticides. Also the growth regulators are not used in case of organic farming. Successful organic farming depend on crop rotation, use of manures, mineral rock and all biological pest control methods to maintain the agriculture output, soil productivity, also to provide plant nutrients. So in this method, for increasing the crop, the different techniques which are used, they are crop rotation, use of manures, mineral rock and to control the pest, biological pest control methods are used so that it will maintain the soil fertility and increase the crop and protect the crop from pest. Now, principles of organic farming. First principle is nature is the best role model for farming since it does not use any inputs nor demand unreasonable quantities of water. So in this case nature is considered as a best role model and it does not require any excessive quantities of water or any other inputs. Whatever the present in nature, on the basis of that it will utilize by the soil and absorb by the plant and they will grow healthily. The entire system is based on intimate understanding of nature's way. The soil in its system is a living entity. In this case, it is considered as soil is a living entity. Whatever the microorganisms which are present in the soil as well as earthworms which are present in the soil, they should be preserved to maintain the soil fertility. Living population of microbes and other organisms are significant contributors to soil fertility on sustained basis and must be protected and nurtured at all cost. All living population which is present on the soil, that is microbes and other organisms which are contributed to soil fertility, that must be protected and that must be nurtured at all cost. The total environment of soil from soil structure to soil cover is most important. So the total environment of soil is maintained, soil structure is maintained by using earthworms and in this way the soil fertility should be maintained, quality of soil should be maintained. These are the main principles of organic farming. Now why there is need for organic farming? The relevance and need for an eco-friendly alternative farming system arose from ill effects of chemical farming practices adopted worldwide during the second half of last century. In the second half of last century, the most of the peoples or most of the farmers, they are using chemicals to increase the yield of the product and it will deteriorate the soil fertility is reduced for that reason and also it cause harm to that environment and due to which there will be need of alternative farming practices arises. People began to think of various alternative farming system based on the protection of environment which in turn would increase the welfare of mankind by various ways like clean and healthy food, low use of non-renewable energy sources. So non-renewable energy sources are used and the healthy and clean food should be used. to maintain or to protect the environment. Chemical fertilizers and herbicides are easily washed from the soil and it will pollute the river, lake and water resources. The prolonged use of chemical fertilizers result in soil with a low organic matter content which is easily eroded by wind and rain. So when we are using chemical fertilizers for longer period of time, it will reduce the soil fertility, nutrients are also reduced and the microorganisms which are present, they will get destroyed due to these chemical fertilizers, and it will pollute the rivers, lake and water resources also. Greater amount of chemicals are needed every year to produce the same yield of the crop. Whatever yield that last year is getting, to get the same amount of yield, now the more amount of chemicals are needed, and this will increase the use of more fertilizers and it will deteriorate the soil more. Artificial pesticide can stay in soil for long period and thus enter the food chain where they begin to accumulate in animals and humans, causing health problem. So if the artificial pesticides are used, then if it is used for long period of time, then it will also enter into the food chain. It will cause harm to the food chain also, and it is start to accumulate in animal and human beings also, and they will suffer from various health problems. For that reason, artificial pesticides must not be used in case of organic farming technique. Artificial chemical destroy soil microorganisms, resulting in poor soil structure, aeration and decrease in nutrient availability. Also they will destroy the soil microorganisms and it will result into poor soil structure as well as aeration. Pests and diseases become more difficult to control as they become resistant to artificial pesticides, and these pests are resistant to artificial pesticides, and due to which they are difficult to control by these artificial pesticides. So another method or should be developed to control the pest, and the number of natural enemies decrease because of this pesticide used and habitat loss. So for that reason, different other techniques are used to control the pests like biopesticides and bioinsecticides. Next one is integrated pest management is important aspect of organic farming. Though the organic farming is using natural resources which are available for the growth and development of plant, they are using the crop rotation technique, use manures and compost, but to control these crop from the pest is one of the important aspect of organic farming. For that, cultural method or traditional method like clean cultivation without giving chance to spread the pest. So the proper nutrition or healthy conditions are maintained to the plant, so that and whatever the pest or insects or they are present, for that reason hand picking, burning, all these methods are used to control the pest. Crop rotation is also used to control the pest, because different types of pests are fed on different types of crops. So if the crop is rotated, the pests are also under control. Plowing, variation in time of planting, proper use of fertilizers, irrigation, use of resistant varieties, intercropping, burning, all these are the techniques which are used to control the pest. Plowing is done to remove the weeds, variation in time of planting. So if the time of planting is different, then the pest attack will also control proper use of fertilizers, proper irrigation should be given, and more resistant varieties are prepared by various hybridization techniques and intercropping, mixed cropping. These are also used to control the pest. Mechanical and physical control or biological control like use of pheromones, hormones, use of attractants, repellents, stimulants, all these are used under physical and mechanical control of pest. Use of botanical pesticides like neem and pyrethrum. These are poisonous for the insect or pest, but they are not they will not cause harm to the human beings or other animals. So such botanical pesticides are also used to control the pest. Now the principal methods of organic farming, in that first principle is crop rotation. It is the practice of growing different types of crop in same area in sequence season. So same area different crops are taken, then because the different crops need different nutrients and depletion in soil nutrition is observed due to growing the same crop in same place for many years due to use of only one type of nutrient by crop. If for longer period of time same crop is taken in same soil, then it will cause soil depletion or soil deterioration because different types of crops needed different types of nutrient. But the rotation of crop can balance the soil nutrition by reducing the soil erosion and increasing soil fertility and crop yield. But if rotation of crop is done, then the balance of soil nutrition is done. It will done by reducing the soil erosion, increasing the soil fertility and crop yield. Use of green manures. Green manure comprises of cover crops which are grown only for production of green manures. So these are the crops, they are only grown for as a cover crop for preparation of green manures. These crops in green condition are allowed to incorporate in soil by plowing to improve soil nutrition and fertility. These crops, they are incorporated into soil by plowing technique and they will improve the soil fertility and nutrition. Green manuring improves the soil structure, increase water holding capacity and decreases soil loss by erosion. So this green manuring, it will improve the soil structure, increases the water holding capacity of the soil and also decreases soil loss by erosion. Growing of green manure crop in the off season reduces weed proliferation, weed growth. Green manuring helps in reclamation of alkaline soil. Growing the green manure crops in off season, it will reduce the weed also. If green manures are provided to the cultivated crops, then it will also reduces the weed proliferation. So use of green manure is also another technique for organic farming. Use of compost. Composting of waste is an aerobic in presence of air. It is the method of decomposing soiled waste. The process involves decomposition of organic waste into humus known as compost. So this process is decomposition of organic, whatever the organic waste is there, that is undergo decomposition and it will produce a humus, that is known as compost, which is a good fertilizer for plant. Vermicompost is excretion produced by live earthworms in soil provided with sufficient biomass. Use of biofertilizers, for example rhizobium, azotobacter, blue-green algae, azolla, mycorrhiza and other kitchen waste are also promising in improvement of soil fertility. So all these types of algae, they are used to prepare a biomass or humus, as well as whatever the kitchen waste is there, that is also mixed with the soil, and it is used to prepare a compost, and that compost is a good fertilizer for plants. Mechanical control, it employs manual labor along with different devices for collection and destruction of paste. Paste control is done by mechanical control, and for that different devices like flame machines are used. After that funnel shaped trap for insect, that is also used, or hand picking method is used, or pawning. All these are the methods that are used under mechanical control. Biological control, it is a method of controlling pests such as insect, mites, weed, plant diseases using other organisms. Other organisms are used to control these pests in case of biological control method, and it relies on predation, parasitism and pathogen. Now, organic farming provides long-term benefits to the people. It increases long-term soil fertility. Soil fertility is maintained for longer period of time by using organic farming technique. Control pests and diseases without harming the environment. It will not cause any harm to the environment, as well as it will also help to control the pests and diseases. Ensure that water stays clean and safe. It will ensure the quality of water also. Water also remains clean and safe when we are using organic farming technique. Use resources which the farmer already has, so the farmer needs less money to buy farm inputs. So here also the farmer as having already having those resources, these are sufficient in case of organic farming, and there will be no need to buy new farm inputs in case of organic farming. Produce nutritious food, feed for animals and high quality crop to sell at good price. It will produce nutritious food, and feed for animals are also produced due to organic farming, and it ensures the production of high quality crop and which is sell at good price. So these are the benefits of using organic farming technique. So this is about the introduction of organic farming. Thank you.